Roosting North Carolina mountains, canvas on the table, watch the colors rise. Morning light is shining, blessings all around. Jesus in our hearts, standing strong and sound. Oh, symbols matching, sparkle in place. Watch the picture come to life with grace. Find dime place that diamond, watch it shine. Diamond painting one drill at a time. Friends together, family near, faith and love, we sparkle here. Symbols matching, cutters align, Chihuahua cuddle, feeling fine. Sticky canvas, drills in place, row by row, pure sparkle grace. Cardinals singing in the Carolina sun, working on jigsaw puzzles piece by piece for fun. Come join Hillbilly, diamonds shining bright, with Jesus, friends and diamonds side by side. Oh, yeah. From West Virginia, roosting North Carolina mountains, canvas on the table, watch the colors rise. Morning light is shining, blessings all around. Jesus in our hearts, standing strong and sound. Oh, symbols matching, sparkle in place. Watch the picture come to life with grace. Find dime place that diamond, watch it shine. Diamond painting one drill at a time. Friends together, family near, faith and love, we sparkle here. Symbols matching, cutters align, Chihuahua cuddle, feeling fine. Sticky canvas, drills in place, row by row, pure sparkle grace. Cardinals singing in the Carolina sun, working on jigsaw puzzles piece by piece for fun. Come join Hillbilly, diamonds shining bright, with Jesus, friends and diamonds side by side.
This is Dari over here at Hillbilly Diamonds, where we close the door to stress and open our windows to sparkle. How is everyone? I am here working on that Santa Claus I got from Hobby Lobby that I was working on the other day. Having a good time working on it. I also have a puzzle underneath it laying that I've been working on, and I'm trying to do a variety of other things on my channel to help build up my clientele. Other day I was talking about fake people. Well, this is this philosophy of life, okay? It ain't put there towards no one. Do you know you have fans? Yeah, not the type that cool you down. I'm talking about fans. That means people who are friendly in your face and talk about you behind your back. Or either they hide behind closed doors to downgrade people, put people down, make fun of people, talk about people. Well, you know, at the end of the day, there is only one perfect person, and that is God, not people in general, but God. And I don't know why people always want to judge people, but that's how they do. Let me take you down so you can watch me diamond paint also. I'm right here in this area. I need to get me one of them pointing fingers so I can point at where I'm working. I might get one of them. Lazy retired granny got one other day, and she was having such a good time with it. Maybe I need one. And maybe when I get tired of pointing at things for my husband to take care of, I can point with the finger like, you know. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could get my point across then. What y'all think? I am dreading tomorrow. I have an eye doctor's appointment and it's going to be rough because they're going to dilate my eyes. There goes my Hobby Lobby trip for tomorrow because I always get a headache after they dilate them. Yeah. And I can't stand it. Because when I was over at the hospital where my other eye that was infected in the tear duct, they dilated my eyes in there and oh, it was a hot mess. Okay, then he put a stain in my eyes. That's the it's like a dye, and they use a UV light to show where your eye is infected, or you know, if you have a cut in your eye on the inside, it shows all that type of stuff. Well, that burnt a little bit. After he did the testing with that, he told me, he said it's going to be a couple hours. Just feel free to take a nap if you want. So I laid up on that little bed thing, and what happened? I took a nap. But I about froze in that room. It was mega cold. You know, it's always cold in a hospital. I think they keep it at a certain temperature because of germs and, you know, things like that. Y'all let me know what y'all are working on. I'm interested in knowing. I am working on a lot of different things. And last night, oh my goodness, James was just too daggone cute. I spilled some puzzle pieces down here on the rug. And he was there, he was just scratching them up into a pile so I could pick them up. You best believe he got 2 treats for that. He worked hard for those treats. But I don't know why I knocked them off the side of the table. That was just a dingbat move. But what it was, I had them in one of them little blue trays, and I hit the tray and it tumbled over. I'm talking about this type of tray right here. And most of the pieces in this one is black, browns, and greens, and some whites. I don't have too many colors to go by in that puzzle, but we'll visit that at another time in another video. But it might be today, I don't know. It depends. It ain't too hot yet here. But yesterday morning around this time, it was roasting up in here. I think we're getting ready to get some rain because it's still pretty dark out there. I hope not. But then if we get rain, then I'll have an excuse not to clean up my bedroom. I can go back to bed. I got stuff tore out in there. I need to get situated and go through. I don't know if it's just me or other people. I have to make a mess to clean up a mess. Yeah. Are y'all like that? You have to make a mess to clean up a mess. And that's me. I'm going through my clothes, getting rid of some that I don't no longer wear or interested in wearing, and I may donate them to the thrift store, Carolina Thrift, because that's owned by the veterans. When I lived in Columbus, Ohio, it was nothing for me to donate to Volunteers of America because they did great work and they really help people. Yeah, with things. I even lived in some of their housing they had after I had my house for a few months, which was a help to me. It was better than going to a shelter. But you know, places like that, they have rules you have to follow, you know, and some people would come there just wanting to do what they wanted. And you can't, when you live in other people's houses or on their property, you can't do just what you want. You have to do what they tell you to do. I got this door open and got that storm door open along with that little dog door, but he ain't trying to go out of that right now because there ain't nothing out there for him to chase around. He's down there asleep. Yeah, sometime I get on here, and I know y'all think I'm simple-minded, but I try to make points in a nice way. What a lot of people fail to believe is this diamond painting is a craft enjoyed by many. It's a craft that can bring you happiness, relieve depression, loneliness, anxiety, you know, and help you do YouTube channels and meet new people. And then you have some people get on here and they think you have to have a professional way to do things. Well, to my knowledge in history, artwork isn't perfection. Artwork is different for every person. Like I might be working on this Santa Claus and see one thing in it. And then somebody else might work it and they find something else in it. There is no two artists that work the same anywhere. And people fail to realize that. There's a number 9 up there in all them 8s. I don't know why it's up. And all, well, I don't know. We'll find out when we get it together, won't we? Yeah, have any of y'all ever watched Little House on the Prairie? I seen a lady on there doing a historical thing about those books by Laura Ingalls Wilder, and she was talking about Willie Olson. Well, Willie Olson wasn't his real name. His real name was Willie Owens. And his dad and mom, I forget what their names were now, but they wasn't named Nels and Harriet. They had a whole different first name. And yes, Mary Ingalls did go blind and went to a blind school. And a few years later, Willie Olson went to the same blind school. And the way he became blind was him and some boys stole some gunpowder and fireworks out of his dad's store. And they lit it up, and it blew up in Willie's face and caused him to be blind. And he ended up going to the blind school where Mary Ingalls went. But they never did show that in Little House on the Prairie. And I don't understand why, which they should have. But they did. And Nellie, that was her real name, Nellie Owens, not Nellie Owens. I like looking back on history of true facts, and I thought that was quite interesting. And when Willie had his accident, Nels was out of town at some kind of convention, and he didn't find out what happened to Willie until 2 or 3 days later. But I don't know if y'all got FX, oh Lord have mercy, Netflix or not, but they have a new version of Little House on the Prairie on there. All new people, a different Mary, a different Carrie. You know, everybody is different, and it's a new series. Maybe y'all might want to go over and check it out. Right now, I'm still looking at the first episode, and it's when they went into the big woods. I haven't got very far on that. So things kept coming up when I was trying to look at it, and I gave up. And then I started watching reruns of Knots Landing and Fountain's Quest on Tubi. So, and I've been watching Project Runway reruns. I love that show. But you see, it's coming along, and I love the colors in this. This has like 3 or 4 shades of red, and I can see where the red becomes darker, and that's the shadowing on the outfit. I was working on some flowers on a board like this from Hobby Lobby. I got them when they first started out with these, and it's big old flowers, and they're all a different color. I got some done on it, not a whole lot. But one thing about it, I thought the background was black on it. Guess what? It's dark gray. At least it's not 310. I need some more wax on my pen. I worked on a small pearl painting. As soon as it dries, I sealed it. I'll show it on here. Man, I tried working with one of them little pink pencils. Cause I didn't want to pull out one of my big pens. I couldn't use that. It was hideous. I had the worst time ever. But Jank's over there being good. And I know as soon as I go back there in that room to clean, what's going to happen? He's going to be right back there with me, watching, like he's the supervisor. But at least I will have a cute supervisor. I'm going to head off here, and I'll talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have a great morning. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. Leave a comment. And this is Dari over here at Hillbilly Diamonds, where we close the door to stress and open our windows to sparkle. And sometimes we open our windows to rain. Y'all have a great morning. Bye.